Alright, so we are on our way out to the Scenic Rim. It's a part of southeast Queensland. I'm currently on my way to Main Range National Park. Behind me there you can see the lovely board. I'll give you a quick zoom in on that. This is, if you've never been to this part of Queensland, it's absolutely gorgeous. Like literally everywhere you go you just look at things and you're like, this is so beautiful. So what I'm doing is I'm heading to it's Emu Creek is where I'm going to park the car, and there's a spot where you can either go up Mount Superbus or you can do the Steamers Trail. I'm going to cut the Steamers Trail today. I'm not sure what the weather's going to do. The cloud is coming over, so it could start raining tonight. I don't know, I did check the weather before and it said it was pretty good, although this is a rainforest that I'm going to, and you know what that means, it could rain at any given point. Anyway, look forward to seeing you there. I've just left the car. It's time to start hiking. It is getting late, so I want to move quickly. There's a nice group of people that just hiked up to the Lincoln Bomber, which is pretty cool. I might try to do that tomorrow. Got a little river crossing. So I'm going to hop, skip and jump across that and then cut up this trail. I've got to get to the top of the ridge. I'm pushing sunset already, so hopefully I can get up there in time and get some cool photos and then set up camp somewhere. We are getting there. It is walking in this riverbed is a little bit harder than I thought. It's going a little bit slower, but it shouldn't stop us from reaching our destination. But I've just stopped for 2 seconds, having a drink of water. It's pretty beautiful. About another couple hundred metres to go, and then I climb up there. You can't really see much at the moment, but I hit the ridge line. So perfect little, just beautiful little river. Gorgeous, yeah, loving it. It's such a nice part of the world. So I'm gonna keep moving. Keep the pace up because I want to get to the top before sunset. Okay, this is solid. Just left the riverbed and now you can see there's a bit of a trail and I'm heading up the side of the ridgeline here to get to the top of the hill. From there I've got a little bit of a hike to get to the lookout, where hopefully I can set myself up to take some wicked photos for this evening. So you can see it's a faint trail. There's definitely people's footsteps through it. Ow, stinging nettle. Oh my gosh, so solid climb. It's now getting dark. I've got the head torch on. I'm just around the corner from the lookout. It's just there, so I'm just gonna give it a good shot and see if I can't get to the lookout. And I'm gonna find somewhere to set up camp. It's getting dark, rain's coming in. So I'd really like to just sort of set up and bunker down for the night. Cool, welcome to camp. This is actually the first time I've ever set up camp just on trail. Like normally I've got a designated spot on the map and I'm like, yep, this is where I'm going to go, this is what I'm aiming to hit. Today I was just like, no, I'm getting out, I'm going for it, it's going to be what it's going to be. I had done a bit of research during the week about this trail, but not a whole lot. I was actually looking at the Lincoln Bomber, which is the other side, and you climb up into the other saddle at the bottom of Mount Superbus. But I decided on this one because on the app it said it was a moderate difficulty. Well, she's solid slog uphill. So if you're lacking like good bush direction, I'd recommend doing it with a friend, not probably by yourself. It does get pretty treacherous. You know, make sure your phone's charged. You want to have good direction. So I reference the GPS on the map quite a lot. I'm using All Trails as my point of reference. Good app. So there's a few others that I've seen out there that do the same thing. I'll keep exploring them, seeing what other good options there are. But yeah, looking at it, I go like, she's solid climb to get in here. I did cut my time pretty short. I left at like 3:30 and I got up here at like 5:30. So it took me 2 hours to cover about, I don't know, maybe 3.5 Ks, something like that. Go to bed soon. Oh, good morning. Real nice night last night. It was like just so still, beautiful. I just woken up, just gotten out of bed, and this is literally the best place ever. Like mountains behind me, mountains in front of me, to the side there, like even just across the valley. There's everywhere I go. Just you're looking at this stuff and yes, it's unreal. But yeah, pretty cool way to wake up, to be looking at these mountains. So yeah. Alright, I'm going to pack up camp. I'll set you guys up and somewhere so you can see what happens when you pack camp up. It all happens pretty quickly. Once I've done that, I'm going to cut up to the lookout there. So there's a lookout that I didn't make it to last night. I was trying to get there, but by the time I got to the top of the ridgeline here where I've camped, the sun had already set. So well, I'm going to get up there today, have a quick look. It's 7:45 in the morning, and then I'll make my way west along the ridgeline, drop back down into the valley where I started, and back to the car. So we'll be moving forward from there. So I'll set you guys up so you can see what happens when you're packing up camp. So you were saying you came up the ridge yesterday?
We came up from the car. I'm assuming you parked down at the normal car park?
Yeah, I parked down here in this valley for
did you come up this
Yeah.
side? Right. Okay. So we're down in this valley.
Yeah.
And we've never done this before.
Yeah.
I spent so much time researching it, days.
Yeah.
So that I wouldn't make a mistake.
Yeah.
Got the GPS maps off Wikiloc.
Yeah.
Downloaded them, and one of the guys said, it doesn't matter where you hit, you'll find a footpad and head along.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So we did it pretty tough when we got up, but we hit the prow really early.
Yeah.
Found a footpad, a really well used
Yeah,
footpad,
yeah.
and went, bingo.
Perfect.
Followed the footpad, kept looking at the topo map. It looked like it was a gradual slope, and then all of a sudden everything dropped away.
Yeah.
And we got cliffed out. The reason we couldn't see the steepness was because the lines were underneath each other.
It was vertical. Was it here?
No, it wasn't this one.
Wasn't this one? No, it's the next one long.
It's the back of this in between the next ones where we
Yeah.
came up. And man, I just
2 hours, so an hour and a half, 2 hours.
it might have cost us 3 if you consider the fact that we went back to that point and then had to continue another 500 meters across steep scree slopes and boulder fields.
With these backs on too.
So then we get to here, and obviously it's nice walking up here.
Yeah.
And we were just gassed. And I have GPS coordinates for what's it called?
Steamer's Camp? No,
no,
Stern.
The Stern Bush remote camp. I've got the coordinates, and it's down there.
Yeah, because
90 meters or something.
I was wondering about that because they reckon you could camp in the saddle, and I was like, well, where's that? Because
No, so steamer saddle's different to this campsite. Steamer saddle, you got to go around this, up to Steamer Mountain, over that, and then down to the left here.
Yeah, right.
And that's a long way.
Yeah, yeah.
So we were totally gassed. Knew we couldn't make that. We were going for Lizard Point in a day.
In a day,
Knew we weren't going to meet that. Everyone was fatigued, and we got up to the top of here, and I just said, let's say we see how good this cave is.
Yeah.
And use it as a plan B.
For sure, yeah.
So,
because yesterday, like I got to the car park this side for 3, and I was like, I can make it up there by 5. Then I got talking to someone down in the car park, and it's 3:30. I'm like, I'm gonna have to get moving. So I'm like, quickly packed my bags, had something to eat, and then I gapped it up the river. So like river runs all the way, back to about there.
Yep.
Like this is pretty much, you can go straight down here and you'll land down in that river.
Yeah.
It's pretty steep. Like But I got to here, I was following the map, and then I was like, all right, it's time to cut up. So I just started hooking it straight up this hill. And it was about 5:20 I got up here.
Yeah.
So I'd done pretty good time to make it through the river.
Yeah,
and
that's
get up to
really
here.
good. Yeah.
And I went for a walk, and I was just coming round, like I was on that side of the face.
Yeah.
And as I got to that side of the face was when it started raining. And I was
that's when we just ducked in.
Yeah. So you guys wouldn't be far in front then.
No,
so,
that's hilarious. We've been there all night.
Couldn't
We're recording a podcast and talking rubbish and having a good time.
What's your podcast?
It's Hike or Die.
Hike or Die.
If you search for Hike or Die Outdoor Adventure Podcast, it's on Podbean, Spotify, iTunes. You can't miss it.
Yeah, sweet as
everywhere.
Yeah, well, I'll make sure I add it to the.
Appreciate it, man. Likewise, we'll mention on our next podcast that we ran into some hillbilly.
Pretty much, man. I'm like country boy. But
it's a damn shame we didn't have the night to chat.
Man.
Next time, let's hook it up.
Made it to the Bat Cave. This is where the guys I just met before camped last night. I was so close to them. I literally had to walk like probably another 50, 60 metres, and I would have ended up bumping right into them. So it would have been like, hey. Anyway, that's how she goes sometimes. All right, let's get up to this lookout. So the peat's getting thinner and thinner now. We're getting to the lookout, which is where I wanted to get to last night. Unfortunately, I didn't make it. But such is life when you're in the outdoors. we're coming up. It's getting thinner and thinner along this ridge line, but the view is getting better and better. How good this is. Like, check this out. Wow, that is out of control. So those guys gave me a tip before. They said you can get to that spot there, which is where the trail leads you, or you can head down that side. 100 times easier to get right out to the point of the lookout. So I'm going to take their advice because I'm not in the mood for doing something that crazy. I want to do it tomorrow. See you tomorrow. So I'm not going to do something that crazy. Although that's a hectic drop off just there. Cleared it. Okay, just behind me is the lookout. I'm going to turn the camera around. We're going to walk out to the edge and have a look for ourselves. From here though, it looks pretty good. Here we go. Always take your time, be careful in these places. How good is that? Check that out. There it is. I wanted to get here last night. Here today. How good. Such a gorgeous place. Right, I've made it down. That was some serious downhill. It's not a defined track coming down, like same as going up. Like there's no defined track on this trail that I'm on. Seems like everyone else that was on their trail, the other trail seemed like that was more walked, had more footprints, so probably better off going the one a bit earlier on. Saying that though, like had so much fun. It's an awesome trail. I got these like some stinging nettles out there, and I've just been stung so many times by it coming down. My body is in pain. I am in the riverbed. I'm on my way out of here, so I'll walk along and should be back at base camp very soon. Alright guys, thanks for watching episode 1 of Benny's Backroad Adventures. Car park just there, so I'm nearly back. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up and subscribe, get the notifications bell on, and yeah, stay tuned for more episodes. So I'll be bringing you the same sort of stuff, just more outdoor adventures. Anyway, thanks guys, we'll see you later.